Let it fly. Take one.
Because
I don't remember.
she said,
I'm gonna say I don't
okay,
remember. I am hungover.
Hey.
From Jared Dillinger's brain to your screens, this is the Let It Fly podcast. Now that I've introduced the show, let me introduce myself. My name is Tin Gamboa, and with me are future Hall of Famers. I am so honored to be in their presence. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves, starting off with you, sir?
Hello, everybody. Gabe Norwood here. Yeah, I guess that's my name.
That's a great name.
That's a great name.
Nothing rhymes with... Go ahead, bro.
You want to give your Instagram tag or Twitter tag? Go ahead. What's up? Saul Mercado here, and I'll pass it on.
What's up, y'all? Jared Dillinger. Happy to be here with you guys.
We're all very happy to be here with all of you. This is the first time we are doing this, so excuse some of the weird things that might come out of our mouths.
Excuse her, Mike.
First, why don't we talk about how this all came to be? Like I said, this is all the brainchild of Mr. Dillinger right here. So how did you decide to put all of us together and start doing this?
Sure. Well, it was really simple. We've always talked about this throughout our careers of running a podcast show at some capacity. We had friends who tried it, and to be honest, I just didn't think we knew how to connect the dots on really to execute and like put this into what we're looking at right now. Based off just some of the things I've been doing behind the scenes, I figured out how to really like make this happen with sponsorships or partnerships or finding the right people to be on this team to make it happen. After I figured that out, I was like, dude, I got to get these dudes together because the stuff that we do behind the scenes, it's hilarious.
I know.
It's hilarious.
I've had a front row seat.
Right. And you know, like facts, like, yes, we all have decorated careers. We have a lot of experiences playing with or against each other. And I just want to showcase that out to the Philippines, not just there, but just internationally as well. Like, I think we have a lot of value that we can give to the fans.
There are a lot of sports podcasts out there right now.
Yeah.
Saul, what do you think makes us different from everyone else?
Well, I think especially here in the Philippines, we have an opportunity of, legit ex-pros that have been on national teams, won championships, been a part of the league for 10 plus years. These guys are still playing and active playing. I think what separates us is that, a lot of people don't understand what goes into being an athlete, professional athlete, what goes on behind the scenes, the relationships you create, the understanding of the game. Yeah. And so we have the opportunity to kind of give back to the fans and the viewers and ex-pros or even current pros on giving them exposure and giving them insight of what we have and our opinions and what we're talking about. So I think it's a great opportunity for Philippine sports, not just Philippine sports, but people all around to see guys that understand the game, that have high IQs.
IQs. I have yet to see the high IQs.
What I mean is me, high IQ, and I carry them.
Okay.
But they.
Did you say me IQ?
Obviously, who's showing off right now?
Me, myself, and I. What I meant to say.
Whoa.
No, but yeah, I
Grasp
mean,
of the English language.
it's a great opportunity. I think you're going to get a lot of humor, especially with our dynamic. We came in the same draft class. We've created a bond and a chemistry of something that I think people would like to see. So tune in.
Tune in. Like I said, I've had a front row seat to their friendship the past month or so, and it's been a ride. It's been interesting. I am obviously extremely excited to be here to share all of your stories with the world. Gabe, what are you most excited about?
Man, I'm excited about the same. Like Jared and Saul both said, we have a lot of common stories, but we get to see it from our own personal perspectives, and we can really put those out to people, and hopefully as we continue to build this podcast, bring in other voices that we've built relationships with, and be able to share their stories as well. I think it's just a great opportunity to really show the world, not just the Philippines, but show the world how sports work here in the country. and how we're also impacted by other influences, whether that be, you know, the NBA or the NFL, whatever aspect, whatever sport, music. I think there's a lot of opportunities to really put a spotlight on Filipino culture.
I love that.
I
Very,
think-
very exciting.
I think another thing also that we could add to that is we're all Filipino Americans, right? And so when we first came in, there wasn't a lot of us. And so that's what created our bond. But there's an influx of a lot of Filipinos that are from overseas that are coming to penetrate this league. And so I think we kind of give them that insight of what it's like to be in a country that is, you know, from our roots, but, you know, our first time here, you know, and an experience of that. Our cultures are totally different, you know, so to be able to experience that and give people insight on it really wasn't easy. You know, when we came in, there was one Phil-Am per team in the PBL. Like, we had to go through certain processes of, you know, there wasn't that many. We were kind of treated as the imports in the PBL. And then there's still that rule now in the PBA. You're only allowed 5 Phil-Ams per team. So it's like, it's definitely different for us, a different perspective for us than the other locals that get to play this game.
Very diplomatic how you brought up those rules, but there are a lot of things in our favorite league that we all have opinions on.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
maybe that could be one of them. You know, 5 Phil-Ams in a team. Should that be changed? Or
Yeah,
7?
I think it's 7. I think it's 7.
Yeah,
7?
Okay. So when before it used to be 5,
it was
so
5
now
for a
they're
long time.
they see how many of the Phil-Ams are coming in now, or Phil foreigns, not just Phil-Ams, Phil foreigners that are coming in. So now they're starting to evolve a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
The evolution of the league. A lot of the things that are going on that we agree with and maybe don't agree with. What I'm leading up to is how unfiltered is this show going to be? Knowing that, okay, Saul, you're no longer actively playing, but we have a couple of guys here that still have a lot to lose. Lose slips, sink ships. But how unfiltered are we going to be?
I mean, I like to think it's going to be unfiltered to a point where at least we're pushing the envelope and moving things forward. You know,
Yeah.
like you said, we're limited in a sense, but at the same time, we're not limited in our impact and how we can voice some things and really push the envelope and try to make some things change. Just from our experiences, from our stories, from our point of views, and I'm excited to be able to share those and see what everybody else has to say across here and whoever we bring in.
Yeah, facts. I mean, just to echo what you're saying, we want to talk about polarizing topics, things that are not easy to discuss. And I think that's the beautiful thing that we have here. We have guys that are playing with organizations still. We have guys who are retired. So getting different viewpoints on that in itself is going to be really interesting as the season progresses. So like Gabe was saying, Len, we're going to have a lot of fun with this. We're going to definitely be as progressive as we can and be as politically, maybe if I want to say politically incorrect as we can without stepping on too
Without
many
getting
toes.
in trouble.
Sure.
Without losing your jobs.
Absolutely.
Now I'd like to take the chance now to have a moment of silence. We have someone who is no longer with us. Joe Devance.
I was like, wait, man, what is this? I was checking out to check my phone. I was like, what the
Joe is part of the show. He's not here today, but he will be joining us in future episodes.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you guys this chance to backstab him.
I think we see Joe as like he's going to be our Draymond Green of the podcast.
Okay.
He'll have his own voice, and
Did you
he'll
just correct how you said Draymond?
I say Draymond.
Never heard it
There's no
called
A, it was just
Draymond,
D.
but
It's just that's
I'm
my
pretty
slang.
sure it's Draymond Green.
That's my slang.
Guys, Draymond Green.
Every
Okay.
The
Thank
guy
you.
from the Warriors, not Draymond
time.
Green.
all
Okay,
the time.
Thank you.
Yeah, that guy.
Thank you,
Can
Saul.
you say it correctly now?
Draymond
This is coming
Green.
from the guy who said. This is coming from the guy who said meet IQs. I'm just sorry to double back on that.
Okay, Draymond.
Right? Okay, but like no, in all seriousness, like we're in a unique situation with Joe because Joe is out in LA right now, and Joe is going to man the ship out in LA, whether that be giving his perspective out there from the stateside view. And you know, we all know Joe, like Joe's aura, his ability to small talk with people and just connect with people on a really like short-term basis, and all of a sudden he's like your best friend. Just to he makes everyone feel important. So he'll be able to get some like high-profile like sports figures, if you will,
Yeah,
to be
for sure.
talking on the show and
Yeah.
getting their perspective. So I think that's really cool.
Joe may be the funniest guy I've ever met.
He's definitely up there.
Yeah.
Good person.
Yeah,
We love that guy.
there's a few guys that when you just look at them, you laugh.
Oh my
You know what I'm
gosh.
saying? Like,
I've never laughed while
facts,
looking at
though.
Joe.
No,
I
like
promise you that.
like Will Ferrell. You look at him, you just
True.
laugh.
Okay.
Mike Epps, like those are certain guys that you just
a
look
great
at
save.
and they just look funny.
So Joe's one of them?
Joe looks funny. He's a funny looking dude, like for real. Like you just look at this big goofy 6'8" dude with big old teeth. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you just look at him and laugh before he even opens his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like he really is that dude. Like we've been around each other for a long time.
Yeah.
So like even when he comes around family or anybody that just first meets him, it's just like they know he's funny. They just look at him, he's a funny guy.
There's something special.
Yeah,
about
something
Joe. I
really,
think we
really
can all
special about
agree.
him. Yeah.
You guys did say that one of the best things about getting all of you together is that your unique point of view of being actual players or being retired players. But I think something even more special is the friendship that you guys have built. Like you said, you all came from the same draft class. I just want to ask, let's go down the row here. Your best and worst experience, first with Saul and then with Jared. Both on and off the court, everything is wide open. Just go ahead and share.
Oh man, best and worst.
Let's start with Saul.
I mean, I don't even know if you already know where I'm going with the worst. But the best experience, I mean, just in terms of basketball, man, just our rookie year. I don't know if that's one experience, but I put it into like one, like just year of us just having the freedom to just play basketball. We're on the team together, given the keys, like no pressure. The team that we were on, rain or shine, was not really that successful. So it wasn't like we had to win right now, but we just got to enjoy. You know, you looked around, like Jared got to play a lot of minutes his rookie year as well, but a lot of guys weren't getting to play the minutes that we played. Like, it was probably the most fun I've had playing basketball in a long time being able to do that. Worst experience with Saul. I don't even think Saul knows this one, but your first game with Meralco, you had just gotten traded, and when we played each other in Cuneta, I had a fast break, and you were like chasing me down on a fast break. And it's only the worst because of what happened after. I think you went up to contest, and like I tried to drop a pass behind my back, turned the ball
beat
over.
that shit up.
Things, you know.
I beat that shit up.
Turned it
guaranteed.
over. So Coach Yang calls timeout, and it was the first time Coach Yang went off on me. And he's like, just saying all this stuff. Oh, he's because you're a friend. He's your best friend, and you're not going to try. And he went, he went off on me. All because of you, bro.
Did you tell him, like, no, it's not my best friend. He was going to beat my shit up.
Bro, you can't touch the backboard.
What? When I was on Morocco?
Can you take the footage on that sometime?
Clip the
Insert,
footage. Clip
if
the
we can
footage of
find
my
it.
dunks.
That'd be great.
They don't record warm-ups.
All three of them.
Did you say all three of them?
All three of them.
all three of them.
I didn't expect this to be like a bull session, so he had no idea that.
No, I don't think he ever knew that, but that was like, it turned into my worst experience with Saul on
Would
the
you like
court.
to apologize, Solomon?
Hell nah.
You're not going to get an apology. If he's
Hell
not never wrong, you're
I'm
definitely
sure
not
he
gonna
dropped
get
it
an
off,
apology.
and then I beat that shit up on the other person. That's why Yang was mad at him. And then I probably went down and dunked it right after. Somebody pull up that footage, man, because I for sure.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah,
Somebody.
Who here has the ability?
Somebody.
to pull out
What's
that
his name? What do they
footage?
say? What do they say on TNT? What is that dude? They always say in the back, Road Dog, whatever his name is. Some bad dog. Some put it on the T-shirt. Yeah, get the footage.
Put it up.
Our guy in the back, Chico.
Okay.
That's our
If
guy.
anyone
That's our
out
guy.
there
Chico.
watching
Put
has
it up,
the
Chico.
footage, please do send it over. We would
Yeah,
love to see.
it definitely
Who won
didn't
that
happen.
game eventually?
I think they won. I think they
For
won.
sure. That was the game-saving
Of course we
play,
did.
actually.
It was the first
He's
half.
really not telling the
It was
truth.
the-
It was
it was
like
the first half.
the last second bucket. I made the defensive stop to win the game. I remember.
That's what he's known
fully.
for.
You remember fully?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
He was
man.
never wrong.
Okay.
Except earlier, he was very wrong. Payback?
Wasn't wrong.
Best and worst experiences? Oh, wait.
Uh,
Let's do Jared first. Okay, yeah. Let's do
Jared,
Jared first, yes.
My bad. I'll go with JD. Dang, best experience. I guess it is like basketball related, but probably our time together on the national team, man. Just like being around. Like I saw, we've been together in the Jones Cup. We played together Jones Cup. But mine's was probably when we played in Indonesia. What was that? Sea Games? Was that Sea Games or
Sea games back then?
something
still?
like that? And we won every game by like 60.
Just throwing
And
each
we were
other
both
hoops.
just dunking. Like at the time, we were both kind of athletic, and we were the
That's
only.
when the Sea Games was trash. They definitely wouldn't do that now. Sea Games was so trash back
Hey,
then.
it is what it is.
Oh my God.
It is what it is.
You could downplay it all you want.
Right? In those
We
hot
were.
gyms, bro, we were playing in a sweat box.
Yeah,
It was
for sure.
crazy, but that was probably one of the most
was
fun
fun.
experiences with JD.
I remember that.
The worst experience, man, I think probably losing. We played you guys in the finals, right? Was that the
4-0.
Yeah, we got swept.
that one,
Yeah, they
yeah.
swept us in the finals.
I remember that, yeah.
And
Was that your best memory?
No, it's just because we don't have that many bad memories.
Yeah, we don't have a
That's
lot of
the
bad
only one I
memories.
could, honest to God, think about.
But yeah, probably getting swept by them in the finals. That one hurt.
Yeah.
That one definitely
Sorry,
hurt.
man.
Did not sound like fun.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
About to expose this fool. Worst memories.
so excited right
I know.
I
So
remember
Off
that.
course.
skipping over Saul.
Nephews,
Um,
tune off.
Okay, Saul, it's your time.
My best experience of Gabe, and we talk about this all the time, honestly, when we came in the league together, social media wasn't big back then. If we played in that social media era, me and him would be way bigger. Well, I mean, we are pretty famous. Probably me more than him, but we would have blew up way more because honestly, as rookies and like a second year pros coming in, we were doing stuff in this league that guys aren't doing as rookies. Like we got the keys our rookie year to a franchise that I think won 1 or 2 games
Like per
the season
conference,
before that we came in. Like they had just came up from the PBL
Yeah, that's
as
right.
an expansion team. And our first year we went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And
won
we
5 straight.
and me and him were like throwing lobs off the backboard. I mean,
I was throwing them to you, or
It was fun to watch.
we don't have the footage because they didn't have cameras back then, but he did throw it off the glass to me one time, and I reversed it. Nah, but seriously, I was throwing lobs off the glass to him. I think me and him were like 1 and 2 in free throws attempted. We were top 5 in scoring, like as rookies. And if social media blows everything up on his league, you know, so I think if we were doing that nowadays, like that would have been big. So that was probably my best experience with him, just playing our first 2 years together. We became obviously he became my wife because we got a car together, a house together. Like we did everything together. I'm the husband.
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Just like, no, we became.
Not agreeing
We
with the
literally-
roles here.
Hey, nowadays that's acceptable. Anyways,
Yes. Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed.
but we.
Happy Pride.
Well, yeah, it's Pride Month too.
Yeah.
See, come here, get a little
Absolutely.
closer. No, but we literally like lived together. Like we shared a car because we were going into practice. We did, we were inseparable. We were attached at the hip. Ate together, everything we did. So we're like, yo, let's just get one car. We were all about saving money.
You guys
Yeah.
are so adorable.
We were trying to save
Yeah.
money.
No, we were really trying to save
Raider
money. We're
shine
on
bitch.
Hey, the rules changed, bro.
We're on that rookie contract,
We can walk into max like you can now.
when,
We can walk right into
when you
max.
first come in the league, when you first come in the league, they have a set rookie max that you can make,
Yes.
and we were both making rookie max, which was not that much.
Okay.
So we like split everything.
Yep.
We did all that, and shout out to Jimmy Alapag. Like he told us from the get go on how to handle our money, how to be a pro. So we took that advice, ran with it. We got a place together. But another great experience. We have a lot of great experiences with Gabe. But when we played on the national team together. Were we on separate teams already by then?
Yeah.
I think we were. Yeah. So it was special because
Like a
we had
reunion?
broke up. We had broke up because I left because I wasn't trying to make that money over there.
We get it.
Chump change. I was like, nah,
Anyone who watches the PBA gets what you're saying.
yeah, I was like, yo, what I'm doing in this league, I need a little bit more money. So, but I had left. It was crazy. Hey, there was a video actually. It's pretty crazy. When I left Rain or Shine and went to Morocco, somebody made this video with like this crazy sad music of me and him.
that on
like,
YouTube?
yeah, it was on YouTube. Yo, I gotta find it. It was crazy.
Was it like
because
Adele in the background?
it was like this
Never
crazy
mind,
sad
I'm
music.
fine.
It was about us breaking up. Like it was a for real breakup video. Like we were breaking up. It was crazy. But my worst experience with Gabriel, and like
Gabriel,
I already said, I like to say Gabriel because Gabriel is my perfect person, Mr. President, dimples and great husband, and well, he wasn't a husband at this time, but he's a great guy, right? Like, one sportsman. How many sportsmanship awards you got, bro? Like, how many? Like 10? Like every time he's a candidate for sportsmanship award. Let's just say that. Like, he's a great person, right? So, I think it's our first or second year in the league. We take this 1-12, 1-11 team to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
First playoffs. And we play against Santa Lucia.
Yeah.
And Mr. Perfect decides he didn't want to be perfect no more on our first playoffs. He goes up. He drives to the rack. It wasn't even that serious. But Toyo Malone swipes for the ball. I don't know what happened before that or whatever, if he had said something about his mom or something, but Gabe turned up on this fool. I ain't never seen this side of Gabe. So he goes to the rack, swipes at the ball, but it looks like he
Come on, bro.
It looked like he was swiping for his face.
Okay.
Granted, it looked like he's swiping for his face, but we talking about Mr. Perfect. He's very well mannered. Anybody who does anything to him doesn't have a temper or anything. This is Mr. Perfect. Okay. So they swipe at his face. Toyo Malone swipes at his face, misses his face, doesn't even hit his face, gets fouled. He decides midair, because he jumps high. So he jumps really high, swipe at his face. While he's in the air, he's like, do I throw this ball at his face, his chest, his kneecap, his balls, whatever, right? Midair, he throws the ball at Toyo Malone. This is our first playoffs. This is like our first playoff series. Throws the ball at this fool. But Toyo Malone comes, Joseph Yo comes. And you know me, I already said it. When you mess with Dave Marcello, you mess with my team, and now this is my best friend.
Yeah.
You mess with my best friend. So I come bad out of hell, like I'm running like a pit bull, and I see Joseph Yo about to come, and I push Joseph Yo, I push Toyo Malone. Was it Toyo Malone or Joseph Yo?
I think it was Joseph that goes.
One of them, I pushed them, and they went flying.
Did they?
Yeah,
they went
into
flying.
the back support.
Did you let it fly?
You let him fly?
That's where Let It Fly got this.
Wow. Big word.
But I push this fool. And this is what's crazy. So I push him. We go into it, blah, blah, meet me outside, blah, blah, let's do that. I'm going to clap you. Right. We talk about all this. Right? We end up losing that game.
Game 1.
Okay.
Best of 3.
Best of 3. We end up losing that game. So now we're in a do-or-die situation. The PBA, listen to this, decides, we both get into it. I'm over here having bad. He throws a ball at this dude's face. PBA decides to stagger our suspensions.
Wow.
That was really,
It was very weird.
They staggered our
Super
suspensions.
weird.
They staggered our suspensions. So it was like, yo,
You're for one game, you're the other.
I'm going to be suspended.
Wow.
I got suspended first, right?
Yes. So he got suspended.
For game 2.
He got suspended for game 2. And they were going to suspend me if there was a game 3. Right?
Yeah.
There was no game 3 because we ended up losing that game because I don't have. Hey, Robin, I'm Batman.
Dang.
I don't have my sidekicks.
You can't go fire and ice.
Fire and ice. We're fire and ice. I didn't have my ice,
Okay,
right?
okay.
I didn't have my ice. I was drinking meat.
Robin winning
I was
Rookie of the
drinking my
Year?
alcohol, meat, with no ice.
Robin got Rookie
And
of
who
the
wants to do
Year.
that? You ain't gonna win like that.
Robin got Rookie of the Year. Big words.
Anyway,
Mr.
he
Norwood.
gets suspended. Get this. We lose the game. They suspend me game 1 of the next season, bro.
Wow.
The first game of the next conference.
First game of the next season.
That was pretty
I
wild.
was
I've
like-
never seen that before in my life.
Yeah.
But would you have preferred that both of you were gone in
Yeah.
game 2?
No, I'll prefer his
I mean,
ass
it made
don't throw
more
the
sense.
damn ball in the playoffs at this dude's face when you Mr. Perfect and we could win the game. I prefer that.
I didn't know. I mean,
They
It's a
staggered.
silly
Have you
rule.
ever heard?
We would have
It's a
been
silly rule. If you
legends.
throw the ball-
We beat them. We got in first playoff. We beat them. This fool
But
want
look
to
at you,
ruin
you
that.
still
Didn't they
are.
have Ryan
You still
Kelly
are
at the
legends.
time?
You still
Ryan
end
Kelly.
up
Yeah.
legends.
Yeah.
Are-
They had-
That's
Kelly Will,
important.
Ryan Reyes
Kelly?
at the time.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
both there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were there. At the time.
Yeah.
That was Kelly's MVP year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha.
We were gonna beat them. Shock the world.
Yeah, we had him.
Dang.
Mess it all up.
This fool. That's my worst.
there's a lot of
experience with
those.
this
Mess
fool.
it all up, bro.
Mr. Perfect didn't want to be perfect.
But still, can we talk about that suspension? How do you stagger
That's
suspensions?
pretty
though?
weird.
That's very
Very
suspicious.
Weird.
I don't know who commissioner was at that time. Who was the commissioner at that time?
I don't remember.
I love all the commissioners. Me and Gabe.
Yep, we love.
They love the
We love them
commissioner,
all, the
but that's
commissioners.
very suspicious.
quite.
Just
quite. If you like that story, we have a lot more of that to come throughout the entire season. Are you happy now?
I'm happy. I have my worst experience now.
Now, let's do Jared.
Yeah.
Best and worst experiences with JD, both on and off the court. Nothing is off limits. Go.
JD, best experiences with him. Don't have too many.
The reverse, okay?
Don't have too many. Nah, like JD, like probably the
You about to cry?
It's hitting puberty.
Just hit puberty, guys.
Nothing's gonna get past these people. Go ahead.
No, just with JD, like my best experiences with him is probably just competing against him. Like me and him would always guard each other. Like
Kill each other.
yeah, we would go and honestly, he was tough guard. He was really tough to guard because he's like, big and fast, daredevil, But once I got a hang of his moves, he was pretty easy to lock up. But at that time, I wasn't really focused on defense. I was just focused on like, you get a bucket, I'm gonna give you a bucket. So we would really go at it. Those are probably my best experiences, really competing with him. They would always get the better end of the stick on it because he had great teammates like Jimmy Alapag. It
Shout
wasn't
out
really.
to Saul's teammates in that
Yeah,
era.
it wasn't really.
Good job.
It was just me. It was just
It was just you.
me and Gabe.
It was just you. You and
Yeah.
Gabe. Oh,
Me and Gabe. No, I was just playing. We had great teammates.
Yeah.
Honestly, we were young, and we had a young coach, and I love that coach. I love him a lot. Yeah, he's a good coach. Yeah,
Coach
good
loves good people,
Should
man.
we pull up footage from?
Great coach. Me and him got into it a little bit, but we had a great coach. But worst experiences with him and when JD like chokehold me and almost died. I almost died.
Excuse me?
Yeah. So like me and him.
Hold up.
Oh, the fight. Little
Yeah.
squabble you had?
He tried to get into it with one of my teammates, and you know me, you don't mess with my teammates. I'm like, big bro, you mess with anybody, you
We need
messing
to know
with me.
who this was. Who was the
Yeah,
teammate?
hold up. Where were you playing?
I actually don't remember.
Dave?
Dave
was
Marcelo
Dave.
tried to
Yeah.
lock up
Dave
my arms.
Guapo?
Dave Marcia, Dave
Dave
Guapo,
Guapo.
who's my boy.
He locked up my
Shout out
arms.
Dave Guapo, that's my boy. He tried to do something to him, so I came and had to check JD. And I'm like, this my boy. I'm just gonna check him a little bit, like push him off my boy, like yo. And this fool chokes me, and I almost died. I went to the hospital and everything. Like,
No.
yeah, it's crazy.
That
Like
choked a lot of people,
he tried to
right?
kill me.
Just one step
He
too
tried to
far.
kill me.
It was such a believable story.
I actually
did happen,
I actually
yes.
have trauma for that.
I think it's still on YouTube. We
I have
that
trauma.
footage.
I have trauma from that now. Any time someone puts their arms like that, I'm just like, yo. Sometimes they come in for a hug, and I'm just like, JD, stop. Like I have real life
Said sorry to
trauma.
each other, like literally before going into the half.
You said that because I said after the game, I'll whoop your ass. He got scared. Like, he said sorry. He said sorry.
No. I think in the footage you came up to me to say sorry first.
I'm pretty sure that's not that.
We'll check that later.
Now we're going to bring the footage.
I actually felt bad for him because I was like, yo, I'm going to eat you after the game. Pause. I'm going to eat you. That's what I said. Eat your children. Like
so
Mike
glad
Tyson,
you're
I
on the
eat
show,
your
dog. I
children.
am so glad you're here, bro. You're gonna kill this.
Payback time.
Oh, me?
JD. start
Okay. Good vibes first,
Yes,
good times,
good
good
vibes.
experiences.
Mhm,
Okay, I think I don't want to rush this one, but between both y'all, when we first came into the league, like we were talking about earlier, how like Phil Amps, Phil Foreigners, we were all cool with each other. Whether you were like 23 or you were 43, we all kicked it.
Big facts.
So when I first came into the league, I didn't really have any friends first. Like I didn't play in the PBDL.
PBL.
What is it called?
PBDL.
that's something
That's
else
a
we
whole-
had.
that's
the
another
PBDL.
conversation.
Yeah.
That's another
We
conversation.
hated
I know.
that about him,
Save that.
too.
That's
So-
another conversation.
So,
Well,
these dudes, they've already been playing with each other. I literally came in last minute.
Pause.
Wait a minute.
Pause.
And
Pause. Pride Month.
so, all right. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is when we all first kicked it that first rookie year, we did everything together.
Yeah.
Because there was no smartphones, GPS. There weren't that many things to do. The internet was crap. You can't really like game yet.
Still is.
Yeah.
You couldn't game. So it was all about like, where are we gonna go kick it after practice?
Yeah.
We're gonna go to cable car. We're gonna go to nationals.
Yeah.
We're gonna go like, where are we gonna go?
KB, what are we doing?
So we like, even though we're on different teams and we're in the same rookie class where we're all competing, like we're still homies.
Yeah.
And we're always going out doing whatever and whatnot. And yeah, nationals,
Nationals.
right?
That
dope.
was we had our jerseys. At
I
the
had
Nationals,
a
me and
great
him.
time just connecting with them, being homies with everyone. Like that was a really good experience. For the bad stuff, I got some good ones. I
Here
don't
we go.
think
Here
you'll
we go.
remember.
Here we go.
So, and I told you years before, and I know you're gonna remember this one. But for Gabe, we were on the national team together, and this was Coach Ng was the coach.
So,
Powerade team.
That was the Powerade one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I was jealous of that.
So there was a sequence in practice where me and Gabe were on separate teams, and there was a moment where turnover happened, transition. I'm the only one back, and Gabe is like full sprint without the ball, and basically he gets a drop pass, and I'm already scooting back, and he dunks on me hard. Hard.
Like Luis Scola dunked on you?
No, this was
Or like
this was
harder?
like
Body.
Worse?
this was body,
Body.
bro.
Like nuts
this
on
was-
your mouth.
Like body. Well, if I can explain, you've been talking for like 10 minutes straight, and you're just like, can we like?
I just want details.
Can I actually tell the story?
want details.
without
That's
you
how
Yes,
you mock
JD, you
over me
can't
the
tell.
whole time?
Please,
Thank
please
you.
tell the story.
Is this what we
Yes.
got to do? Is this what you got to do? This
Just
whole
want to
time
know
with this
details.
dude? So, anyways, dude just bodies on me, and so like, type of player I would just always yell at people and scream and break chairs and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
So as soon as I get dunked on, I'm just yelling at my team, you motherfuckers, get back on defense. Trying to like divert the attention away from me. I'm yelling, I'm throwing stuff around, all pissed off.
It was everyone's fault.
Yeah, it's everyone but
Yours?
mine. Yeah, everyone but mine.
Did you try to take a charge or?
No,
No,
I tried
he
to
tried
jump
to
with him.
jump.
I tried to jump with him.
It was like
Oh,
if
that
there
was
was
like
footage
body
on that
to
one, it was
body.
one
It
of
was-
the better
Yeah.
dunks I've ever had in my life.
He was the best.
Did
He
you
was the
swipe
best.
It was
and
up
miss?
there.
Dude, I just remember getting dunked on so hard. I don't like remember nothing.
Yeah.
He got me.
We need the Jordan. The national team when Jordan they have those clips. Does anybody film it? That would be tight if someone has
hidden-
that.
hidden
I
tape.
wish.
If someone has that,
I mean, I'm
please.
glad there isn't, but like, I still remember, and it was just a practice.
Yeah,
I
it was
still
practice.
remember it,
Wait,
bro.
what's the immediate thought when you get put on a poster? Like, what is going on in your
It's
head?
like, oh, he got me. Damn, like it's gonna happen. Damn. But I was young, so I was gonna be pissed and like emotional and yell at people. James, yeah, get on defense.
Come on.
But okay, now with Saul, this man, it's another one. We were in we're in the finals. We're in the finals, and
Oh yeah, bro.
it was
Oh, I
this
hate
was the
this.
finals when I was talking all this noise about Ginebra and all this junk that I hate Ginebra.
You were
so,
like the most hated player.
Oh, that's
ever.
right. On social media.
remember
I forgot
that.
about
so
that.
there
time.
was a sequence when everyone hated me.
Him and Joe were going at it too. Remember?
So like games, dude, oh my, it was bad, man. Like aside from game 1 and game 7, I played like trash. Like awful. Between game 2 and game 6, it was just nothing was there. Nothing was going in. So like game 4,
So
game
is he
3,
obviously.
I think Saul could correct me on this. But there was a moment where I almost lost a game for our team where we had I had an open court layup with a couple seconds left to
Yeah.
steal the game. Saul comes out of nowhere and pins it. Ends up breaking your ankle or something against
I
the
was
back.
done. Yeah.
Yep, you were done. As soon as he pins it, they got the rebound, passed to Justin, and they got a shot to win it.
They were up 2.
We're up 2. Yep.
He actually should have. He actually
Dribbled
should
it out.
have
I
pulled
should've
it out and
dribbled
dribbled it
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
But he went for the layup, and I caught it at the top of the glass.
Pins it. And
I
I'm still
remember. I
struggling.
remember that.
Top of the glass.
I'm still in real struggle mode.
Yeah.
So he pins it, and I'm seeing the whole sequence of like them passing it up the court. JB gets a shot.
at
I'm
3. He shoots a 3
He
for the
shoots a
win.
3. And I'm just like, please,
Wow.
don't make this one.
Please don't make
I don't need this right now.
I would have been the hero,
Yeah.
and I broke my ankle.
Yes.
Was it game 6? This was game
Game
6.
5.
Game
It was
5.
So
tied
Okay.
2-2.
Justin missed it.
He missed it.
No,
Ended
no,
up
we're
missing
up
it.
2. No, was it game 4? I think it was game 4.
I don't remember the series of the games. I
Yeah.
just remember getting
It was a
pinned
big.
and
It was
almost
a
losing.
huge game.
I remember.
Huge.
watching
Yeah, my head was at the rim too. Like
No, we both
Top
turned
of
Just
jumps.
one
We-
step.
we
Like, the
both
story
can't
was
jump.
already good. Then he put.
It was the
Why
most
does he do that?
unathletic play to see two dudes. I
God,
had
I
no
broke
knees
my
that
ankle
game.
because I came from such a high, like I was so high. Crazy.
Thought he was gonna say
Were you?
altitude.
I mean,
for a
I'm pretty
second.
sure you pinned
He
it on the
obviously
phone.
was too.
But yeah, man.
Let's just take it. Say you were about to dunk in, and then
I wasn't, man. I
Dang it.
had nothing in me.
No, that was-
You
You got me, bro.
then I was done.
But
I was
But
literally
he was done
done
after that.
Yeah,
Yep.
we won that championship.
Yes, you did. Thanks for reminding me again.
Pretty sure you guys never beat us.
Nope, we never did.
Whoa, like,
But I helped beat Morocco after, because I got on.
You're a
then you
traitor,
beat them.
ultimate traitor.
Are we done?
Ultimate.
Are we done peeing as high as we can
I'm
with
cool
each
now.
other? Yeah.
Yeah.
This fool, he's a traitor.
we all saw how everyone just wanted payback. Guess what? Someone isn't here, so we can say anything we want
Oh,
about
man.
Joe. Worst experiences with Joe. Let's go down the line and start with Gabe.
Worst experience? Are we doing best and worst?
Let's
or
just do worse. He's not here.
just worst?
Why do we have to stroke his ego?
I mean, like we said about Joe, Joe is hard to have any bad experience.
Shit,
Okay,
I got
yeah,
it.
I know.
'cause
Yeah,
anything,
this is the
like
challenge.
these guys were teammates with Joe for a lot. Joe is like one friend that I have that I've never been teammates with. I think maybe an all-star game,
yeah,
but I've
true,
never been
yeah.
teammates with Joe.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I mean, it would probably go
I
back
got
to a series when he was with like
Pure
B-Mag,
Foods.
when they are
Or
Pure
Pure
Foods.
Foods.
Yeah.
In that group when they beat us. I think they
Yes.
did their Grand Slam, but I think they beat us to start the Grand Slam and to end the Grand Slam in the finals. I think
remember
the
this. I was there.
yeah, I think they bookended us on that one, but that'd probably be my worst experience. And even that, you know, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, it's Joe, so it is
Okay.
what it is.
Is there anything bad to say about the guy?
I got one
Yes.
later.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. They
Here we
have,
go.
they have the
Okay.
day to day.
Yeah.
They got
Sorry.
the day to day.
Like
Okay.
Gabe said, he's never been teammates with him.
I got a great one too. Yep.
Yeah, not anybody that's been teammates with Joe. Honestly, Joe is a great teammate. He's an amazing teammate. Let's make that clear.
Mm-hmm.
But me and him are like brothers. We spend time off the court, on the court. We're always together, kind of like how me and Gabe were when we were teammates.
So he was your rebound boyfriend after things
He's
didn't
had a
work out
couple.
with Gabe.
He had a couple.
He's not. He's not as good looking. So I don't like to claim him like that.
Oh, yo.
I don't like to claim him like that.
Wow.
It's always good to go
Sorry,
off.
Joe.
All right, you can go for an upgrade.
Looks ain't your best feature. No, play it. You're a funny guy. People like funny.
Yeah.
You have that going for you. You have great hair.
Yeah, it's great hair, dude.
He has great hair. But anyways, one thing about Joe is like he's a coach on the floor, and he always thinks he's right,
Like you.
and that's why we got a problem.
And that's why we got a problem.
Because we both think we're right. And a lot of times we are always synced up and going against Coach Tim. So we would usually have each other's back, and we have, we're always aligned, and Coach Tim needs to make this adjustment, and we're like, oh, who's going to talk to him and give this suggestion? Or maybe we can go through Coach Richard and he could get to him,
Okay.
So we were in the playoffs, and we're at practice one time, and me and him were going back and forth. And I think Joe might have had he had a lot going on, like off the court. He had a company he was trying to run in the States and a bunch of stuff, so he wasn't sleeping much.
Okay.
So I give him a little compassion for this because he was a little irritable. So everybody knows Joe is this funny guy, great guy. Do not get him mad. We're at practice. Before practice starts, and we're like arguing about this adjustment, and at this time, like me and Coach Kirk were going at him. Something had happened. We disagreed, and I might have said something, and he turned up. He turned into an animal. Like he got everybody involved too, because he wouldn't just keep it between us. Yeah. He started pacing back and forth, up and down the court, fist clenched, and I'm like, bro, you need a hug? Like, why are you so mad? Like. I thought he was going to swing on me and I was going to have to sleep his big ass. Like, I thought I was going to have to whip his big ass. Like, for real, I was like, oh, man, I don't want to have to whip his ass. But I will if he turn up on me. But, seriously, he for real got so mad. And he was like, fist clenched. Then Coach Tim comes out, and I'm like, dog, you about to get me in trouble now because you the favorite of Coach Tim.
The favorite.
You gonna get me traded because you mad at me, and you're gonna say I'm wrong and I did something. I already have a reputation of being the guy that is a bad teammate. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Like, and he just kept going. Like, he started cussing at me. This fool, he always think he right, blah blah blah. And he always crossing the line and do. And I'm like, dog, shut up. Coach Tim is there, and Coach Tim come on, what's wrong? So that's probably my worst experience with
How
Joe.
did it get resolved?
Yeah.
Literally after that, I think me and him went maybe 2 days without talking.
Wow.
And then we came back and we were cool. But honestly, me and Joe hung around each other so much. This ain't the only time me and him almost fought.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know about anybody else, but with our culture, the people you're closest to will irritate you the most. And so like we're so close that me and him have almost fought so many times. Like even recently, like as grown ass man, mature and grown, like I was just in LA and me and him almost fought over something really stupid back then. Like me and Joe, like we love each other, but we also like bump heads sometimes.
Because you're so similar, you think?
No, we're not. We're actually not similar at all. I think it's because Joe is like the older brother, and so he likes to hold me accountable. And the moment I try and hold him accountable, it's like it's not met. It's, you know, the little brother trying to tell the older brother like he messing up, and then it's like he turn up. Yeah. So I just gotta be the younger brother, and he gotta always correct me, and he ain't ever wrong. That's all it is.
Real quick before JD goes, I will do one. I think me and Saul share a good moment with Joe.
Oh yeah,
was when we were teammates.
Hell yeah!
And Joe was with Alaska.
Yeah,
Joe was with Alaska.
With Coach Tim.
With Coach Tim.
Okay.
And Joe likes to talk on the court. Naturally, he likes to talk on the court. And Coach Tim made a rule where Joe was not allowed to talk on the court. And me, Saul, and Rob Wainwright knew it. And we just had, like, we were just talking to him the whole game.
Gosh.
The whole game.
You
like,
guys are assholes.
there's a play, like, I block his shot. I'm, like, in his face. And he's, like, looking at Coach
And you can
Tim.
see Joe, like, he want to say something, but he can't. He gonna get in
Fighting
trouble.
it the whole time.
Get put on timeout and shit.
And he first that was his first conference, I think, with Coach Tim. Like, he had never played, and he, like, it was killing him inside. Like, you could see, he was like, he couldn't play right. It just, I just wanted to share that
was a
real
good
quick.
moment.
That was,
Yeah.
bro, he could not say a word.
That's funny.
Coach Tim, like, he legit, Joe, don't say anything. Like, he's on the side, like, let it go.
Oh,
That's a
man.
good Coach Tim you have. Huh?
Was it?
That's funny that it was back then. Like when you were still on Ginebra, you, Joe, like Mark, you guys could all talk to each other, right? Just be yipping and yapping, right? To an extent. Was that allowed?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
not
when it
total,
came-
but just a little bit. Like as long as it's amongst just each
bro,
other.
when we were, because we would really compete in practice.
Yeah.
But we
Naturally.
made it fun, bro,
No,
because
yeah,
of Coach
facts.
Kirk. We are always
Yep.
talking mess.
Facts.
Like me and Mark were talking shit
Yep.
to each other.
Love it.
Joe all the time.
Love
Like it was like a cool environment. Like it was really a winning environment because we had fun with it, but we competed at a high
no,
level
facts.
all the time.
I'm with you on
yeah.
That's dope. I mean, it's funny because like me and Joe ended that. Like we weren't like me and Joe like we were like y'all like just doing that, and it got to a point where that's another rabbit hole we'll go down, and some stuff went down, and then from now on like Coach yelled at just me and Joe like from now on, no one talks to nobody during practice, ever. Because we were always running our mouth. You know, we have to run our mouth and stuff during just being competitive.
You don't want to share a story? What happened?
That's another one, I'm sure.
Because that would be
Oh,
lovely.
I don't know this.
That's a good one. It's a good one. I
It's
think
a
you know
great-
behind the scenes.
It's a
one.
great one.
Well, let's go.
Is it?
Like it's like,
Let's go
yo,
do it.
that's something
Let me
that.
share my experience
That's
about
so that would be
Worst
tight,
experience
dog.
with Joe. Let's
But
go
we'll
with
share
that
one later.
first.
We gotta have him on the show first.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's not here to
that's fair.
defend
He doesn't defend
himself.
No, it wasn't Joe.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, it's someone else.
Oh, shit.
It helped us win a championship.
It's tight, juicy,
Okay.
too.
It helped us because you know how guys fight and then like
Yeah.
now we're homies.
One
homies.
person, one person.
We're
takes
gonna
a
use
little-
this as a cliffhanger.
Right?
Episode 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are we talking about? Who are we talking
Drop
about?
your guesses in the
You guys,
comments.
Right.
you guys think?
Dang.
I think my experience with Joe, if you want to like put him on blast, I think the first bubble, and we were staying in touch before the first bubble happened about just getting in shape. Like we were both injured, so I was on this high of just like I'm gonna turn into this monster before the bubble. Joe, you're with me. Let's do it, right? And he'd kind of do it, kind of, sort of, and he would talk
That
like
boy
he would.
love to eat.
So bubble comes around, he is not in shape at all. And that first practice, we're running down the court a couple times. He couldn't even keep up. And it was so prevalent that he couldn't even keep up for the first 5 minutes. Coach Cohn got so pissed off, he would just be like, someone, just get him the F out of here. Go train in the fucking corner. God damn it, Joe. just run up the stairs or something. So Joe's just like dead, right? Like wheezing.
Easy and wheezy.
That's almost every
That is
offseason.
dead.
And we got like 3 vlogs on too. Like I'm vlogging, Scotty's vlogging. Like
Just all look at Joe.
we all got these vlogs going on, so we're all like filming him as he's just like puking and struggling on the side doing his private
Joe.
workout with Coach Kirk. Dude, funny. I mean, I was pissed a little bit. Like, come on, man, we're trying to win here, dog.
Yeah.
You're our leader. Let's go.
He always does that, though. Always.
That's what he told me. That he
Yeah.
works himself into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay. We're
like
super sad that Joe isn't here. Do we do this when he gets back? Do we ask for his worst experiences with you guys?
I think that's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
we
fair.
should.
I think it's
He
fair.
needs to.
It's fair.
We
For sure,
should.
For sure.
We should. Okay, so this is just the tip of the iceberg. We got, oh my gosh, so many incredible stories. Like I said, we're just getting started. If there's anything that you guys want to know about the 3 of them and about Joe, please just send them in.
Yeah.
We're unfiltered.
Yeah.
We'd love to answer them.
Hit us up.
Even better.
Follow all of them online. We're just getting started. You excited?
That we are.
Yes, sir.
We
excited.
are. We are.
Yeah. Like and subscribe right here.
Like,
Look,
click,
push,
like,
click this
subscribe.
one.
We're here.
Like,
Pew, pew.
it's gonna be right here. I think
Where
it's
is
gonna
it?
be. Oh, right here. in
They're
the
gonna find
middle.
out
Like
where
a
it
little
is.
Box right here.
Okay.
All right.
Click
While
like
they
and
do that,
subscribe.
this has been the Let It Fly podcast. See you guys in our next episode.
Ingat. Cool. Oh man.